Time now for the morning rush. The APS Board of Education is planning out the next 5 years for the district. They're calling it the Master Strategic Plan, and they want the whole community involved, not just parents. While the meetings, they will cover what students should be able to know and do while at school, as well as changes that the district needs to make and what a successful APS graduate should look like. The next meeting is tomorrow at Jefferson Middle School.
The trial for the woman accused of throwing her baby in a dumpster will begin next month. Alexis Avila is accused of throwing her newborn baby into a dumpster in Hobbs. That was back in January. People heard that baby crying and rescued him. Yesterday, both the state and defense agreed to a trial starting on December 19th.
5 people have been arrested after a carjacking in southeast Albuquerque. According to the police department's Twitter page, there was a carjacking yesterday at the intersection of Gold and University. The SWAT team was activated and called out to several locations, leading to the arrest of 5 suspects and the recovery of 2 guns. Erica.
And here's a look at our school day forecast. Temperatures are cold this morning, sitting at 30 degrees. And where those warm layers were only warming into the low 40s this afternoon, it's going to feel cold all day long.
Empty strip malls and office buildings could soon become homes for thousands of people here in the city of Albuquerque. The mayor and the city council are now taking an official step forward to make Mayor Keller's Housing Forward Plan a reality. Those potential transformations would account for 1,000 units and put a dent in the city's housing crunch.
Albuquerque City Councilors decided against a special hotline to report illegal firearms during a meeting last night. The bill was deferred for 30 days, and councilors have decided to establish an illegal firearms reduction program rather than a tip line.
Bernalillo County Commissioners appointed Democrat Antonio Mo Maestas to take over Senate District 26. It's where Senator Jacob Candelaria served until he stepped down last month. Maestas is set to serve out the remaining 2 years of that term. Erica.
And here's a look at our threat index. It is low to moderate today. We'll see a chance for frostbite if you are not dressed properly in northern New Mexico this morning. And it's going to stay cold all day, so bundle up.
After weeks of teasing it, former President Donald Trump announced his 3rd White House bid last night. There's still plenty of time for other Republicans to jump into that race, with more than 700 days until the 2024 presidential election.
Poland has put its military on heightened readiness after 2 rockets landed there, killing 2 civilians. This morning, it's unclear whether they were Russian rockets or Ukrainian air defense missiles. The blasts occurred roughly 7 miles from the Ukraine border at a grain silo.
President Biden met with his counterparts from the world's 20 largest economies, pushing for more cooperation on economic growth and climate action, while announcing $20 billion to help Indonesia transfer away from fossil fuels. Erica.
All right, let's get a look at the traffic maps. Those are clear right now. No accidents or slowdowns to report. And here's a look over the Big I. It's an active morning out there. We'll let you know as traffic slows down.
A lost dog was recovered safe and well. That's after she strolled inside of a police station in Loughborough, England. Now, security footage shows the border collie, Rosie, entering through the automatic doors at the front of the police station, then waiting for the reception area. Now, Rosie was wearing a collar, which allowed officers to find her owner and reunite them.
Time now for the 5 facts.
At number 5, a new out-of-this-world exhibit is set to open at the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science this weekend. The Roving with Perseverance Roadshow was installed yesterday, featuring life-size replica models of the Perseverance rover and Ingenuity helicopter. This exhibit is designed to give visitors a better understanding of the mission. It opens on November 19th and runs through June 5th.
At number 4, empty strip malls and office buildings, they could soon become homes for thousands of people here in the city of Albuquerque. It's all part of Mayor Tim Keller's Housing Forward Plan. That ordinance says 68% of all property in the city is zoned for single-family housing, which does not allow secondary dwelling units or casitas on the property. That ordinance would change that. Now, the other part of the ordinance would allow for developers to create housing units that's on areas currently zoned for commercial use. Those potential transformations would account for 1,000 units and then put a dent in the city's housing crunch.
And at number 3, it's going to be a cold day. Temperatures will climb into the 30s in northern New Mexico and the 40s through central to southern New Mexico. We're going to see temperatures a good 10 to 20 degrees colder than normal.
At number 2 this morning, the parents of an Aztec High School student are suing the district and a football coach. Criminal complaint says that a female student went to lunch with one of the football players on September 2nd, and when she came back, Coach Henry Strauss is seen on video confronting her, ripping the keys out of her hand and then throwing them across the gym. Coach Strauss is being charged with battery. The lawsuit filed by the girl's family states that the school district failed to provide a safe environment for the student.
The APS Board of Education is planning out the next 5 years for the district. They're calling it the Master Plan, and they want the whole community involved, not just parents. APS has already hosted 2 meetings, one at Rio Grande High School and one at El Dorado. APS says parents and the community have always been welcome to come to them with ideas, but now they have a bigger voice in goals throughout the district. The meetings cover what students should be able to know and do while at school, changes the district needs to make, and what a successful APS graduate should look like. The next meeting is tomorrow at Jefferson Middle School.